What up? What up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Mo J. This is the Mo you know. It's been like 2 weeks. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I had a fight to get on here tonight, but we got a lot of stuff we got to catch up on. They just dropped a clip for Power. We got to get on that. I got 2 episodes of The Shy we got to catch up on this Sunday. Well, it'll be 3 episodes. Golly, we got a lot of work to do. I just came back from Ibiza. You know, I was out there on the beach, you know what I'm saying, doing my thing. But now we got to talk about this Sean Diddy, Papa Daddy Puff, whatever you want to call this Negro. You can't say no Diddy because this is who he is. And, man, it's a lot of wild shit. But hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We got something in the chamber for us.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show. Certify boogeyman, I'm the one that up the score with him. Down whole time, I know he got some him. Hold on him, extortion, really just on him. Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. Say OV ho, say OV ho. Then step this way, step that way. Then step this way, step that way. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up the score with him. Down whole time, I know he got some him. Hold on him, extortion, really just on him. Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. Say OV ho, say OV ho. Then step this way, step that way. Then step this way, step that way.
All right. I got about, well, y'all know I'm at the new job, so I got to be at work at 7. So that means I got to get up. Who am I kidding? I don't be getting up to like 6:45. But we're gonna talk about some Diddy shit, and man, it's over with. It's over with. I mean, there's a lot of information coming out. Rolling Stone that interviewed 300 people, 50 people that spoke about it. Biggie's mama said she wanted to slap this nigga Diddy. I said, "Jeez Louise, jeez Louise." My brother and nephew up here, you know what I'm saying? They over there asleep, though. Man, I had to steal the internet from them. You know how it gets. So if you haven't heard, there's a guy by the name of Sean Combs. I'm not sure what his middle name is. I know he used to have a clothing brand called Sean John. We couldn't afford it, so we had Sean Joe. What movie is that from? Sean Joe. Now, he's been wilding out. That's all I'm going to say. The nigga's been wilding out. It's over with. Let me see. We'll just start with, because we've seen the video that dropped. We didn't get to talk about the apology. So we'll just pick up from the apology and then everything that came out from CNN. Talk about what Rolling Stone got going on, and we'll just go from there. Y'all do anything for Memorial Day? Because real quick, I tell you this. Oh yeah, it is love don't cost a thing. I was about to say, what the hell is that? Yeah, Sharon, you can say CNN's fake news, but when when they lock Trump's ass up, it ain't gonna be fake news. It's gonna be very, very real. The video that they showed of Diddy was very, very real. You can call it fake news all you want, but the video they showed was real. But I'll tell y'all this real quick. I mean, I'll go into like story time in the end. Ibiza was straight though. Ibiza was straight. Would I go back? Nah, it ain't for me though. I know a lot of people say it's expensive, but it depends on what you call expensive. Like we went to this club. I think we paid like 85 to get in. We were gonna get a section, but they were talking about 3,500. And I said, 3,500 my ass, nigga. That's more than my trip. So I didn't pay that. We paid 85 to go in. You know, I had a little bit of drink. But then we ended up leaving after maybe like an hour. I did meet this woman. She's about to get a residency in Rhode Island. She's a doctor, you know me, that mouthpiece when the liquor get to going. Yeah, but Ibiza straight, but I wouldn't go back. I wouldn't go back. A balloon release? What the hell is a balloon release? Everybody just gets 10 balloons and like let it go, like, yeah, happy birthday. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into this. We got time to make up. All right, let me see. So here's the apology. What? Age restricted. Nigga, we are adults. Cool.
Sean Diddy Combs is apologizing, saying he's truly sorry. It comes 2 days after CNN released exclusive video showing him beating his then girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, inside a hotel in 2016. CNN's Veronica Miracle is joining us now. And Veronica, walk us through the video and now this apology he's put out.
Yeah, Jessica, the video is heartbreaking. It is very difficult to watch. And it appears to show Sean Combs assaulting Cassie Ventura inside the now closed Intercontinental Hotel back in 2016. And it wasn't until...
Hey, real quick, let me, I might have to take this off the screen. My other video, they whooped my ass with that. No Diddy. But yeah. Hopefully they ain't showing it on you.
Till CNN exclusively obtained this video and released it, and it started circulating, that Sean Combs has even acknowledged this event. He has always denied allegations of assault made by Cassie Ventura. In fact, it is the basis of a now settled federal lawsuit that happened back in November. So this video has been circulating for a couple of days, and he's finally now posted an apology video on Instagram. Take a listen to what he has to say.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you got to do that. I was up. I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted.
Hey, like Kevy Kev said, man, he ain't disgusted. He just disgusted he got caught. Man, there's two people I've been telling y'all since y'all been, you know what I'm saying, the early subscribers. There's two people I always despise, and people would always call me a hater. And look what's coming to the light in 2024. I used to always say that nigga Aubrey was whack, and I used to always say this nigga Diddy was whack. And everyone would always say, oh, you hating, Mo. I'm just like, nah, these niggas is corny because I got a saying. These are just stupid niggas with money. That's all it is. It's just dumb niggas with money. But everyone called me, oh, Mo, you hating on the black man. Nigga, fuck the black man. I'm a black man. How am I hate on the black man? I'm a black man. I ain't hating. I'm just telling y'all what I observed of these two Negroes. Well, one half Negro and one Negro. That's all I'm saying. I ain't hating. They made music good, but them niggas was corny. That's what we mean with like Russell. You know what I'm saying? They talk about Russell Wilson, they call him corny. We're not saying that the nigga is lame or anything. We're just saying that the nigga corny. Can he play football? Yes. Is he taking care of the kids? Yeah. Is he corny? Yes. But it's not like I'm not comparing Russ to these guys, but we just saying like it's different when guys call a nigga corny. You just know niggas is whack. Do I still got that bottle of Ciroc? You damn right. You damn right. I got a bottle of Ciroc. I'm about to go get it right now. I might go crack that thing open. I'm a Ciroc boy. Diddy does not own Ciroc. Diddy was just a worker. So yeah, Ciroc is still in circulation and they got rid of Diddy. It don't say a Diddy boy on that motherfucker pause. It say Ciroc boy. I'm with the winners. I ain't with this nigga. There's a separation between the entity and the Negro. I'm with the entity. I'm in a commercial. Diddy wasn't in that commercial. It was me and some British women and my homeboy. Excuse me. Now, he didn't get no camera time. Well, you seen the back of his head when we were toasting, but I'm in that motherfucker. I'm going to find that video one of these days. But yeah, I got a bottle. They sent me a personalized bottle back in 2016. But no, I'm not associated with this guy.
I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy, and go into rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry.
And another way you can tell Diddy wasn't sorry, we ain't never seen Diddy get in front of the camera without a fresh lineup. If Diddy was really sincere, he would have had the fresh lineup. Beard would have been dyed. He would have been up here ready to go. He wouldn't have had the shirt with the collars hanging down like he got his ass whooped. Yeah, he just up here. Now, I don't know who told him to do this, but this was stupid. Like at this point, there's no point of apologizing, nigga. This shit happened in 2016. It's 2024, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I don't even remember what happened in 2016 is when I got that. Matter of fact, give me a second.
I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy, and go into rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
Well, Cassie Ventura's team, they put out a statement. They do not buy this video. They say in part, Combs' most recent statement is more about himself than the many people he has hurt. When Cassie and multiple other women came forward, he denied everything and suggested that his victims were looking for a payday. They go on to say that he was only compelled to apologize once his repeated denials were proven false.
How this thing jump from Diddy to goddamn a kangaroo? Man, listen. This dude ain't sorry for that. But yeah, here it go. It's pink grapefruit. This was only released. This flavor was only released in the United Kingdom. But yeah, it's 2016. It may have been around the same. Well, that's my birthday, but you know what I'm saying? It don't say Diddy in the gang. It say Ciroc boy. This from 2016. I got this from being in a Ciroc commercial. Now, I should have asked them for compensation, but instead they gave us engraved bottles. So I was like, all right, I ain't got this flavor, so I can, yeah, it's cool. But maybe I could take this to court and sue and say, you know, I'm traumatized. Every morning I get up, I walk past this. This is sitting up there with the rest of my liquor, and I'm traumatized because of the advertiser and, you know what I'm saying, the person they had, the spokespersons. I really don't know how I can live with myself, you know? I mean, I just don't know. This is pink grapefruit. Damn, Diddy. It ain't open either. This is age right here. This is age right here. I don't know how long this is distilled for, but it says if you're pregnant, do not drink. So if you're pregnant, don't drink this. All right. If you're around Diddy, don't drink this. All right. Also, males only 3 to 4 units a day. Women 2 to 3 units. Drink responsibly. Be over 21. Over here in Europe, shit, you start drinking at 16. Try to sell it. Ain't nobody about to buy it unless I auction it off to y'all and the proceeds go to me. But anyway, let's continue. So Diddy did the little damn apology video, which we don't, you know what I'm saying, which none of us ever believed. Diddy apologized in a social media post, physically assaulting his then girlfriend Cassie 2 days after CNN published a video from 2016. What? The fuck all these ads? Oh, that's all they were gonna say? He's apologized? All right. Well, anyway. Let's go. Nah, I heard you can drink when you're pregnant, but it has to be wine. You can drink wine while you're pregnant, I thought. That's what I thought. All right. So here we go. Here goes the update. So it is in fact true. After Diddy's son dropped that weak ass diss where he told them, hey, the feds were looking in the wrong house, the feds said, you know what? We weren't looking in the wrong house. We were looking in the correct house. And they dropped that video. They dropped that video of Cassie in the hallway. And now they're saying that they have more damaging footage that dropped yesterday. And Diddy is wilding out. Now we're going to go down this rabbit hole this evening and we just go see where it goes from there. But trust me, it gets deep. All right, let's see what the hell they talk about here. CNN exclusive. Federal agents removed this item from Diddy's home. Look at Diddy.
So this is obviously the biggest escalation since those March raids on Diddy's homes in Los Angeles and Miami. We are now hearing that federal investigators are preparing to possibly bring witnesses in front of a federal grand jury in New York City. What we have heard is that possible witnesses have been notified that they could be called to testify. Now, sources do caution that
Hey, Sharon, stop putting, if you keep putting fake news in there, we're going to have to time your ass out. I'm sorry. Just stop putting fake news. If you believe it's fake, close your eyes and cover your ears while we play these CNN articles. This is not fake. He wouldn't apologize for a fake video. You think I'm going to get on here and apologize? Hey, Mo, there's a video of you. Let me see it. Oh, that ain't real. I ain't apologizing for that shit. It was a real video. This is real evidence. If you don't believe it, go to Fox and listen to that bullshit. But right now, we're going to break this down.
investigators are still in the process of gathering information. In fact, they are still calling in new witnesses, and they have called in some witnesses multiple times. We also hear that the majority of the accusers who have filed these civil lawsuits against Sean Diddy Combs have been brought in for questioning, and again, some of them being called in numerous times. We hear that many are cooperating and even handing over evidence that they feel could be relevant into this federal probe.
Now the feds are saying they got video footage from the house, and they're contacting people that are in these videos, and these people are bringing evidence. So we don't know what evidence they got at their house that they just been sitting on. If the feds would have called me, hey Mo, something happened in 2008. We got you on footage. It was no Diddy shit, but we got you on tape. Do you have any of those items? 2008, man, hell no, I ain't got none of that stuff. So whatever they got, it's very, very valuable, and it's going to be needed for this. I don't know if it's going to be a RICO. I don't know what they're going to do, but it's about to be some wild shit. What's up, Nicole? DeMarcus, what's going on? So the crazy thing is these have to be some high-level people or some familiar faces, some notable people for them to say, hey, you were in this tape, and contact them. Think about all the random people that be over at a Diddy freak off. You think they about to call random person? You know, when you look at movies and it'll say in the credits, it'll say guy number 3, guy number 7, waitress number 2, bus driver 3. Do you think they know who that is? Oh, that's, man, is that Timothy Skies? Get that nigga on the phone.
Now, a spokesperson for Homeland Security did not respond to our request for comment about the presence of a grand jury, but they did confirm that this investigation is presently ongoing.
And Elizabeth, what are you learning about the evidence that investigators could be reviewing here?
So, as I mentioned, those federal raids that were conducted on his homes back in March, obviously a lot of people wondering what was seized. Well, we are learning now that federal investigators are in possession of video footage that was taken inside of Combs's residence. We hear that these investigators have been contacting individuals that they have seen on this footage. One person, in addition to the accusers who have filed these civil suits, is a male sex worker. That is what a source tells me, and that they have been brought in for questioning through these federal investigators. Now, when the raids first happened,
They have facial recognition on all the video. See, I'm not sure who they have, but you did just hear they have a male sex worker. In one of the articles that came out, this male ex worker, they were, you know what I'm saying, Diddy was doing some things to him, and that's on footage. Now, I don't know if they're going to release that, but whenever this gets taken to court, because they do have a grand jury that they're putting together for Diddy, meaning, you know what I'm saying, charges, and an arrest is probably imminent. Probably within a week, 2 weeks, depending on what the grand jury decides, which they're gonna be like, man, we done seen the footage. That's one reason why they released the Cassie video. So whoever goes into this grand jury, hey, I seen the footage. Whatever they say happened, it happened. But they do say that there was a male worker in there that they got on tape, and they brought him in. So he's talking. And you know, as a man being caught on tape, whoever this guy is, he's about to tell everything. He's about to be very, very detailed to tell everything. I ain't gonna.
to the accusers who have filed these civil suits is a male sex worker. That is what a source tells me, and that they have been brought in for questioning through these federal investigators. Now, when the raids first happened, we had a law enforcement source tell us at CNN that the investigation was largely based in sex trafficking, which is what HSI specializes in. Now we are hearing that that scope has been widened, and that investigators are really looking into all of these claims put forth in these civil lawsuits. That would include not just sex trafficking, but also money laundering and illegal drugs. I have a source who tells me, quote, this is much bigger than just these lawsuits.
Hey, it's over with, man. They talking about money laundering. Now, you know, there was always a connection that they would say with Diddy and BMF. Now, as far as the money laundering goes, I'm probably looking at it because there was the dude Odie that got arrested a couple of years ago that was saying that he used to be in free calls with Diddy and Cassie, and everyone thought he was tripping and he was lying. Turned out he wasn't lying, but he used to say that Diddy was moving stuff through like shipments of Ciroc. And then if you look back, I know we just gonna be down that rabbit hole. BMF members 2023. What up, Latasha? Now, if you go back to 2023, remember there's pictures of Diddy and Big Meech. Not saying Big Meech has anything to do with this free Meech. He's locked up. But in 2023, the DEA, more than 24 arrested in a roundup of members and associates of Black Mafia family. This was last year. Now they're talking about this is bigger than X trafficking. They're talking about money laundering also. 24 people were arrested this week in connection with charges including drugs and financial crimes. The arrests made by the U.S. Marshals, federal agents, and local police follow a series of grand jury indictments, going down the same path we are with Sean Combs right now. 34 people have been charged in connection with the investigation, most in the past few weeks. During the arrest, and associated court-approved searches, officers and agents recovered large quantity of fentanyl, pounds of methamphetamine, firearms, and cash. Here we go. Chad J-Bo. Remember we just met Jay Push? Well, he just got locked back up. Chad J-Bo Brown, a.k.a. Jay Push from the TV series, 51, indicted on 1 count of bank fraud and 1 count of using false writing or document. He is accused of submitting fraudulent IRS Schedule C form to obtain a PPP loan. So it's all kinds of stuff. But like I said, somebody's probably in here talking. Hey man, we had some things with Diddy. They will bring this is all alleged. This is just me trying to connect the dots with the information we previously had. You remember it's a whole bunch of stuff going on. So hey, this might be not that I thought it was a girl in here. Oh, there we go. Tiffany J. Tiff, BMF Nelson. This might be Sweetie from BMF. Yeah. See, a lot of people don't remember this. The only reason I remember this happening is because we were covering BMF. So for me, I was like, wait a minute. They just got arrested. Diddy used to have a connection with BMF, and there was always rumors that, they were helping fund Bad Boy. Bad Boy was helping give them money. I don't know. Now, I'm not saying Beach got anything to do with this, but it's just, it makes you wonder. It's like, damn. What up, DeMarcus? And look, Tisha Tails got a video right here. More proof Diddy facing RICO charges. See? Oh, well, here we go. We're gonna go down this rabbit hole real quick, and then we're gonna get into everything else that's dropping right now. Thank you, DeMarcus, for that $5. It's insane that P. Diddy got raided and Big Meech supposed to be getting out of prison. I think Carisha talking. Welcome back. Carisha, she gone, Meek Mill gone. I mean, unless she tells about the freak offs, but oh, and then even Dean Gill. Oh, look at this, man. I should go ahead and start my other channel, all of y'all. Let me see. Gene Deal said Diddy told BMF Big Meech what to do. All right, let me play this one first.
What was Diddy's connection to BMF, known as Black Mafia Family? BMF was one of the biggest drug organizations that was brought down in the United States.
Oh no, you about to be reading off the script. We can't sit here this long. You have to speak up and paraphrase this shit. Diddy's connection to, thank you for your work, but we got to speed this thing up a little bit. You sound like a school teacher reading to us.
States. And if you guys don't know a lot about BMF, definitely go to Stars and watch the series. But to give you guys a little bit of context, BMF was started with these two brothers, Big Meech and Terry,
Man, that ain't Terry. This that nigga Da Vinci. This Meech right here, but this ain't Terry, y'all. This is the dude Da Vinci.
They were not the only ones to go to jail. They went to jail and about 500 other people in this organization. And we hear a lot about Diddy's name being mentioned with these people, so a lot of people wonder, where does the connection come from? Some of the informants that told on Meech and Terry actually said that they funded Diddy with the money to create Bad Boy. And there was a lot of allegations that BMF actually wanted to start their own record company. That way they could launder the money through that record company. Now, the brother Terry actually got out in 2020 during COVID, and 50 Cent actually posted this to Diddy. T's home, Puff, he said he wants his effing money. I'm not tripping. I know you ain't tripping. Just holler at him. BMF.
But see, there's connections. And we know when 50 Cent is talking, 50 Cent ain't just making shit up. 50 Cent was one of the first people to call Diddy out. So him saying that Terry wants his money, that kind of lines up with, hey, man, they funded you some money. And once they got locked up, because they're saying that Diddy's been getting away with a lot of this stuff because he's allegedly an informant. But it's crazy. So I don't think 50 Cent will be just saying this for no reason. And we also know if you go back and watch the Young Jeezy and Fabulous video, it's like one of Jeezy's first songs. He did a song with Fabulous, and then there's a Soul Survivor with Jeezy. Big Meech pulls up, and he got a Phantom Rolls Royce. He got better cars than Jay-Z. So at the height of BMF, he had way more money than what Jay-Z and Diddy had at the time. So if he was funding them, allegedly, then I mean it would make sense because he ended up getting into the music business also.
BMF coming soon. And if you guys didn't know, 50 Cent is one of the producers of the show. Diddy's cousin Daryl Taylor was actually arrested and charged for his role in the BMF organization, and he received about 7 years. And then we have the incident with Diddy's bodyguard, Wolf. Gene Deal has alleged for years that Diddy was actually responsible for Wolf's murder. Gene Deal alleged that Diddy was actually fueling a fight between Big Meech and Wolf that led to Wolf getting fatally shot.
He's a big part of why Wolf ain't here today. But people don't understand. Wolf was trying to extort or trying to, take something from Puff and everything like that. And Puff was a friend of ours. Where you get that from? Wolf told Puff, I had over 300,000 before I started dealing with you. I just want my money. He was trying to open up a club in Miami. It was up for sale, 123 or 321, something like that, about Lincoln Avenue, something like that. Him and John Sally, brother, and them, they was going to open, and other people, they was going to invest and open up a club together. He was trying to get away from dude. You understand? But dude would have conversations with how strong and how he didn't need him because of BMF and what Meech was telling him.
Now, allegedly, BMF is no longer an organization since all these arrests happened. But this information does have me curious if Little Rod's accusations on Diddy doing these gang-like activities, like allegedly selling guns and drugs out of his houses, will be proved. But let me know what you guys.
Now, that was a while back when she was saying that they were an organization, but we just went on the DEA website and they were an organization in October of 2023 when they all got picked up, over 30-something members. So it's a lot of stuff that's going to be unveiled. There's going to be a lot of snitches. Of course, we got Gene Deal. He's here talking about it. This is over on Cam Capone News. Let me see what you got to say.
I kind of seen you touch on this a little bit, but there was, with the whole Wolf and BMF situation.
Well,
is there anything you could talk about with that?
Yeah, I'll talk about that. Wolf wanted to move on and started a club. Him and a guy, Mike Sally, was going to invest in this club. It was 321 they was going to buy in Miami. It's where J-Lo had gave Puff a birthday party at. So Wolf wanted his money back from Puff. Puff had promised him once he do a Universal deal or whatever, that he was going to give Wolf his 300,000 back. Ak had once said it was about 500,000, but I think 300,000 of that money was Wolf, either because he was spending money on supporting the other two guys who got convicted to They got 9, 16 to life sentences for conspiracy of selling drugs. So Wolf was spending his money on helping them, their families, and everything like that. And the money he helped give to Puff to hold Craig Mack and Big from going to somebody else and being a part of Bad Boy until he got to deal with Clyde Davis.
Now, keep in mind what he just said about the money to try to keep Biggie with him, because some information just dropped. I think it was either last night or today with Rolling Stone talking about Biggie getting ready to try to leave Bad Boy. So you just heard Diddy is promising everybody this money because he's not trying to lose anybody. This is what Gene Deal is saying. So, hey, Gene Deal was there. Now, a lot of stuff that he's been saying has been coming true. But you heard him. He was trying to keep, I think he said Craig Mack, or was it Craig? Whoever the other guy was. But he said he was trying to keep Biggie once he got that new deal. And we hear that Biggie was trying to leave. So it's about to get real weird out here. But that's what we expect from this Sean Diddy Combs guy.
So now, Puff became real good friends with Meech from BMF.
Mary J.
And we had went to the fights, and I wrote this, and I talked about it in my book, in my second book. We had went to the fights down in Detroit, and we was on a tour bus with Meech, and Meech told Puff he didn't have to worry about nothing, nobody, or he was good from this point on. Whenever he's going somewhere, just let him know. Because Meech was getting into the music business, and Puff was opening some doors for him. You know what I'm saying? Just like he made an introduction with Puff, I think, to Jacob the Jeweler. You know, and you know the BMF cats, all they did have a lot of jewelry. You know what I'm saying? So Puff was opening doors for Meech to get into the music business. So one day we was in the office. This is about a week or two before Wolf got killed. Puff told Wolf, I don't need you no more. And Wolf was like, you don't need me no more. He said, yeah, Meech said, I don't need you no more. So Wolf said, yo, them niggas ain't all what you think they are. He said, listen, I don't have to even have you around me no more. And when I do this Universal deal, I'm gonna give you your money. Yo, and Wolf was like, yo, I'm gonna be around as much as I want to be around, and I'm gonna show you they ain't all that. A week or two later, they had the altercation in the club. And in that altercation in the club, according to Wolf's mother, the investigators told her Meech's phones were tapped. And in his phone, he made a call to Puff, telling him to call Wolf and straighten Wolf out, like, yo, you know, call Wolf. Let him know, man, you know, this shit don't mean, you know, get.
And we know Meech's phones were always tapped. So basically, what he's saying is that Wolf was trying to start his club. Diddy was like, hey, hold on. Once I get this deal, I give you your $300,000. You get the hell away from me. He was hanging out with Meech and them, but Wolf was like, hey, don't be hanging out with them. I still want my money, but don't hang out with Meech and them. They ain't who you think they are. Meech and them had their phone tapped, so the feds were probably listening to everything that they were saying to Diddy also. They go to the club, and they end up getting into it, man. So it's no telling when you start picking, because the feds, they gonna take from all these old cases any phone calls that they had recorded of Meech on the phone, because they said they went to Wolf's mother and told her that Meech's phone was tapped and he called Diddy. So they have a tap of Meech talking to Diddy, telling Diddy to straighten out Wolf. That's recorded. That's in the documents. They told Wolf's mother. This shit is wild, man. When we watch these TV shows, we look at it like, man, ain't no way to fit. Listen, the feds we watch on TV ain't got nothing on the real feds. We know that there's a phone conversation between Meech and Diddy prior to Wolf getting knocked off that they told his mother, allegedly, is what Gene is telling us. But if that is true, then that's going to come into play when all of this stuff starts going to court, man. All of it, because they said it's bigger than X trafficking. They said money laundering. So if it is, they said that Meech was helping fund Bad Boy till Bad Boy got that Universal deal. Yeesh. Jeez Louise. And all of it's making sense.
Get your boy. Whatever Wolf Meech said to him, get your boy. This according to Wolf's mother. And the investigators told Wolf's mother that Puff told her that his response was, "Oh, I can't stop him. I can't control what he do, man. Y'all do what y'all got to do." And Wolf ended up dying that night, getting killed by the dude that he introduced to BMF.
Damn, that's kind of crazy. Damn. I think you said you introduced Diddy to Jacob, the jeweler?
No.
Meech?
I didn't say that. I said that I think Diddy introduced Meech to Jacob the jeweler.
That's crazy because Jacob got caught in the BMF
Jacob the jeweler went to jail for money laundering, part of the BMF RICO. Who introduced him to BMF? Diddy introduced him. This is bigger than X trafficking. They talking money laundering. So it's going all the way back. Now, they said that Diddy's name is in paperwork, which it was. He's been protected this whole time. So everybody else is just take Jacob, take BMF. Oh, shit, Diddy. Oh, man. We ain't even got to the stuff that's happening now. We all the way back into the early 2000s. Oh, man. I couldn't be a police officer, man. I'd be arresting a lot of niggas, and I don't want to arrest nobody.
RICO also for allegedly concealing the money. Like they were buying chains from Jacob, and Jacob wasn't reporting who he was getting the money from, or he wasn't reporting the money at all during the investment. So he actually got in trouble too.
Mm-hmm. But Diddy didn't get in trouble for making an introduction.
Diddy didn't get in trouble for making the introduction.
That's what we just said. Oh, man.
Well, I guess there was a situation where Tupac found out Jay-Z had a show in Las Vegas.
Right.
Can you talk about that?
Yeah. I don't know how Pac found out that Jay-Z had a show, but Jay-Z was not coming out that room. He had to call Chaz, which Chaz called Big D. Big D called Eric B. Eric B. and them called Suge Knight. And they called, and Suge said, "Yo, man, that ain't me. That's Pac with his wild ass." And Suge Knight told Pac to give Jay-Z a pass so he could go do his concert or his show, because Jay wasn't coming out that room, to do nothing.
Do you know why Tupac was so mad at Jay-Z?
I can't say why he was mad at him, bro. But I think Jay had did that song with Big, right? Was Pac alive when he did that song with Big? Brooklyn Finest or whatever?
Man, the part that people are saying Pac might have been mad about was the part where
Hit that like
Biggie
button
kind of made
for
a
me,
reference to
please.
Pac, where
Hit
he's
that
like,
like button.
two
Subscribe to the
Pacs,
channel.
if Faith get pregnant, she'll probably have 2 Pacs. Get it? 2 Pacs. And so, yeah, this would have been out because the album came out in June 25th, 1996.
Be mad. He did a song with Big.
The mic short-circuited, so I guess they just a distribution.
All right, well, we'll get back to that. I know we jumping around, but this is just a connection when we heard the money laundering part. So that just made me think about the BMF stuff, and that's how we went down here. But let's get back to where we were. Is there more to the article? Let me see. Well, like Tamika said, we have, like I said, we just going down the rabbit hole today. Over on people.com, if you could hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm Mo.J. This is the Mo You Know. I'm finally back. It's been like 2 weeks off. You know what I'm saying? I'm being here. We're going to get back to our power and stuff that drop next week. So we're going to be flooding on that. But we will be on the Mo You Know a little bit more. And, we're going to just continue to do these articles because, shit, we got Trump on the clock. They probably about to lock his ass up. They'll probably deliberate to probably Monday, Tuesday. Then they'll probably reschedule them to mid-June, maybe early July for sentencing. And then we'll just see where it goes. Diddy will probably be arrested in like a week, 2 weeks. Man, it's a lot of stuff. What up, Detroit Kings? Make sure y'all subscribe to my brother Detroit Kings channel. You know what I'm saying? He got the GOAT 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-time GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, yeah, we flooding it next week. Man. I got to work overtime. All right. So recently, well, I think today, Rolling Stone has been interviewing. They reached out to over 300 victims as of lately, and 50 of them have responded back and been giving Rolling Stone some information. But we just got some information from Biggie's mom, Miss Wallace. Notorious B.I.G.'s mother declares she wants to slap the daylights. She wants to slap the daylights out of Sean Combs. Let's see. Miss Wallace is speaking out in response to Rolling Stone's article about Sean Diddy Combs' alleged long-time abusive behavior. She's speaking out in Rolling Stones. I hope that I see Sean one day, and the only thing I want to do is slap the daylights out of him, she told the outlet. The Rolling Stone investigation touched on Combs' alleged jealousy over Biggie and Tupac Shakur's friendship in the years leading to their deaths. And then we'll get into what happened with Diddy and Rolling Stone. Man, it's just a lot of stuff coming out now. After Rolling Stone published his lengthy article about Sean Combs' alleged long-time abusive behavior that mentioned Notorious B.I.G. earlier this week, the late rap icon's mom is speaking out. The investigative story featured interviews with dozens of Combs' former friends and colleagues, touching on his alleged violence towards accusers and including Cassie, as well as jealousy over Biggie, born Christopher Wallace, and Tupac Shakur's friendship in the years leading up to their deaths. Miss Wallace is 71, spoke to Rolling Stone for an interview published on May 30th, telling the outlet she feels sick to her stomach in response to the allegations surrounding Combs, 54, as well as the recently surfaced footage of him physically assaulting Ventura in 2016 at the hotel. Okay, we'll open this article. We'll go there next. I'm praying for Cassie. I'm praying for his mother. I don't want to believe the things I've heard, but I've seen the video, she said. I pray that he apologizes to her. Now, of course, this article was written up prior to the 30th. So she's seen the video. So it's probably a day or 2 days before he did his apology. The retired teacher also expressed disappointment in the Bad Boy Records founder and detailed how she reacted in a potential future interaction with him. I hope I see Sean one day, and the only thing I want to do is slap the daylights out of him. And you can quote me on that, because I liked him. I didn't want to believe all the awful things, but I'm so ashamed and embarrassed. He needs to apologize to his mother, the founder of the Christopher Wallace Memorial Foundation, added. I hope to God he sits her down and spills his guts and apologizes to her. Rolling Stone reported that Combs saw former Bad Boy partner and president Kirk Burroughs claiming the I'll Be Missing You rapper felt slighted when Shakur and Biggie grew close. There was someone on the sidelines jealous, Burroughs said it, referring to Combs. Now, as soon as Pac was unalived, Diddy ended up getting with Pac's girl. So it's a lot of shit, man. This nigga Diddy is... let's see. Biggie was a Bad Boy artist, while Shakur was signed to rival Death Row Records, per the article. Combs was fond of Shakur and tried to befriend him, but the California love rapper wanted no part. Pac didn't have any kind of respect for Puff, hip-hop photographer Monique Bunn told the outlet, explaining that he thought of Combs as a corny executive, and according to Burroughs, of Biggie as his peer. Yeah, it was Quincy Jones' daughter. Yeah, after Pac passed, Diddy got with her. Shakur and Biggie soon became hostile to one another in September 96. Oh, shit. My bad. I skipped the whole paragraph. Everything got blown out of proportion, Bunn said, following the 94 incident where Shakur was shot 5 times in New York City recording studio, as the rapper thought that Combs and his Bad Boy crew had set him up. Shakur and Biggie became hostile to one another in 96, September. Shakur died in a drive-by at 25 in Las Vegas. Months later, Biggie, 24, killed the next year. Here we go. So, just like we heard with Wolf was about to leave Diddy and start his own club up. He wanted his money back. He ended up getting straightened out because they said there was an alleged phone call between Meech and Diddy, and then the guy that they introduced, well, that Wolf introduced them to, he ended up taking them out. Biggie reportedly had plans to leave Bad Boy shortly after he died. I mean, shortly before he died, Bun told Rolling Stone. I know for a fact because he told me. After the hypnotized rapper's death, Burroughs also told the outlet Rolling Stone. So this is the part I was talking about. So right here, after the hypnotized rapper's death, Burroughs also told the outlet Rolling Stone approached Combs with plan to put Biggie on the cover, but Combs allegedly wanted to take the spot for himself. I was telling Sean, let's make it Biggie. You still have a chance for a cover in the future. He's like, no, he's dead. I'm putting out Combs' debut album, No Way Out, in July. I need to be on the cover of Rolling Stone, Burroughs claimed. So once this is showing you what Diddy is about. And we know that now because he's been stealing from all of his artists. He was stealing from everyone back then. He was stealing from them now. So Biggie passed, and Rolling Stone is saying, hey, let's put Biggie on the cover. Biggie just passed. Let's put him on the cover. But Diddy was like, nah, fuck that. He's gone. Put me on the cover. I got an album to promote. Now, there's another part of the I'm gonna try to find it because I don't think they're gonna have. Let me see. Is it in this article? Nope, it ain't in there. So we'll figure it out. So we're jumping around, but it's still part of the same thing. Hold on, let me see. Continue with the site. Disable. All right, here we go. All right. So the last thing we said was I was telling Sean, let's make it a Biggie. You still have a chance for a cover in the future. He's like, no, he's dead. I'm putting out Combs' debut album, No Way Out, in July. I need to be on the cover of Rolling Stone, Burroughs claimed. Now, another part of it, I got to jump around because I'm not paying for Rolling Stone. It ain't that good. But all right. So, so this comes after. Well, I mean, it's during the time, but this is coming from different people that spoke to Rolling Stone. So Rolling Stone details startling admission about Diddy Biggie's relationship. The Rolling Stone story included a startling admission that shocked fans and went viral. After Biggie's 97 death, Combs worked to exploit Biggie's death and encouraged his team to make sure that the late artist's album, Life After Death, was a chart-topping hit, sources in the article claim. The article also alleged that Diddy wanted himself on the cover of the music magazine instead of Biggie in the wake of his death. In an interview, Bad Boy Records co-founding partner and president Kirk Burroughs told the outlet about the incident. All right, so we read that. He's like, no, he's dead. I'm putting out Combs. I need to be on the cover of Rolling Stone. Blah, blah, blah. It'll probably be in here. Let me see what Rolling Stone got to say. Over the past 6 months, Rolling Stones conducted dozens of interviews with Sean Diddy Combs' former friends and employees and Bad Boy artists. More than 50 were willing to speak about their experiences with Diddy. Those close to Diddy described something darker behind his boisterous facade, a menacing figure who desperately wants to be accepted and admired. You see the similarities with Drake. Niggas want to be admired desperately. Like you doing whatever you can, but that ain't it, brother love, brother fraud. Is this it? Oh, they ain't got nothing else on there. I'm trying to see if. All right, here we go. On this bullshit album. I ain't gonna lie, No Way Out had some hits on there. Shout out to Jadakiss. But let me see. Diddy got the 97 cover where he posed in a fur coat, Versace underwear, and a Chicago White Sox fitted cap with BIG written on his chest. The Rolling Stone article also highlighted that 2 years after the cover drop, Diddy did an interview with them. The Rolling Stone article also highlighted that 2 years after the cover drop, Diddy did an interview with Rolling Stone where he admitted Biggie's death brought in the big bucks. I think his passing added to the fame, Diddy told Rolling Stone. At least 2 million of the nearly 5 million copies of No Way Out sold were due to his death, straight up. And that doesn't necessarily feel good, but that's the reality. You see? So he even said it in the article that, man, if that death didn't happen, there's 2 million albums we wouldn't have sold. The Rolling Stone article also highlighted how Biggie grew frustrated with Diddy and sought to get sole control of his career before his untimely murder. Biggie's friend and photographer Monique Bunn stated, Biggie was absolutely about to leave Puff. I know for a fact because he told me. It's just the art of dialogue. So here's the rest of it. Biggie was about to leave. Absolutely. I know for a fact. He told me. Another source added, everybody wanted to leave Puffy. Everybody leaves him. The dissatisfaction was compounded by legal battles over Biggie's publishing rights, which his attorney were attempting to reclaim from Combs, further straining their relationship. The excerpt is Rolling Stone's article, Bad Boys Shine Violence. Damn. Hey, that's from the Biggie movie. A party and bullshit. When they was dancing on the stage. Damn, man, crazy times, man. I was just a kid when this shit was going down, but damn. Good times, man. Good times. All right. The once formidable duo saw a strain in their relationship too. As their lawyers were embroiled in a legal battle over Biggie's publishing rights, where Diddy allegedly did not want to relinquish. I will never give him up until I'm dead, and my bones are crushed into powder, Diddy told lawyers, according to the book, The Big Payback, The History of Business of Hip Hop. Now, all those people, what up, DJ? All those people on stage, they were part of Biggie's crew. So if you go back and watch the movie, you'll see it. But they were putting on the show. So they made it seem like everybody was on there fighting because the song is Party and Bullshit. So if you look, you heard Biggie saying, hey, hold on. And then he was like, hey, they broke up the fight and everybody just went back to partying. So it's just a part of the show. It was just part of the crew. They were down at Howard University and they were getting the crowd hype. You got to put on the show. Damn. Good times. Good times. Man, I'm telling y'all, one good thing I say, I'm an 80s baby. Now, if I was born in the 70s, I may have been on the block in the 80s. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like 88, 89, man, I could see me with a dookie rope on, a drop top Benz, you know what I mean? Well, on the block, man. Damn. If only my parents would have met earlier, I could have been somebody, y'all. I could have been somebody, you know what I mean? I'm broke. Can't you tell? I'm broke. You know what I mean? All right, let's get back to where we were. So we talked about Diddy. We went down the path of BMF connection. We brought it all the way back up to Biggie and Pac's untimely passing. So I guess we got to jump forward to where we are now. All right. So where we are now is, here we go. This was been dropping as of lately. Diddy accusers could testify in front of grand jury as investigators reportedly look to build bulletproof case. Now, it's going to be bulletproof, all right. I'm talking about ain't nothing getting through this. It's going down. When this happens, it's over with. I mean, it's over with now. Now, I definitely want to see justice. One thing I will say, if there was ever a time, just hear me out. I ain't got no dog in this fight. But if there was ever a time to grab that passport and get on a plane and get the fuck out of here, now is the time. As soon as I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm not into none of this shit that this nigga Diddy is doing. But if the feds raided my house and I knew I had like bricks, I knew I had like, you know what I'm saying, tools and shit. Oh, y'all wouldn't see me apologizing to nobody. You wouldn't see me walking around Miami South Beach talking about love. You wouldn't see me riding a bike nowhere. You wouldn't see my Instagram activated. YouTube would be disabled. Y'all wouldn't even know where the fuck I was. They were like, what happened to that nigga Mo? That nigga gone. That's what we know. But see, there's no indictment or anything. He still has his passport. He can still travel. They can watch him all they want. They know where Russ is at, but they can't go touch him over in Bali. Man, with the money I got left. And when you really look at it, like, did Cassie deserve that money? Hell yeah, she did. She probably could have got more money. But, I mean, we don't even know how much money she got. But, man, I wouldn't even have paid Cassie. As soon as they would have released them documents, nigga, I would have been gone. This nigga was too cocky, man. You know, and they always, you always hear people talking about, oh, turn yourself in. Be a man and face the consequences. I'm going to be a man and get the fuck out of here. When it's really, fuck all that. But anyway, let's continue on. I'm just saying, if there was ever a time to get low, this would be that moment. You know what I mean? I don't believe Diddy's going to go to, like, I mean, they're going to arrest his ass, but I don't think he'll fare well in prison. Yeah, I don't think any of us would. You know what I'm saying? I show the fuck it. Man, I spent a couple of days in Amsterdam jail. Let me tell you something. I ain't doing overseas prison no more. No. Diddy accusers could testify in front of grand jury as investigators reportedly look to build bulletproof case. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm Mo.J. This is the Mo You Know, and we're going down the rabbit hole right now, man. It's all over the place, but that's what we do. Potential witnesses have reportedly not been prepped for testimony yet because Homeland Security investigators are still gathering evidence against Diddy. What up, Alicia? According to those familiar with the federal investigation into Diddy, his accusers may soon testify before a federal grand jury, CNN reports. This is on Complex. Several witnesses have been informed they could be called to sit before a federal grand jury in New York City as part of the investigation into ex-trafficking allegations made against Diddy. The witnesses would be connected to 8 civil lawsuits filed against Diddy since November last year, when his ex-girlfriend Cassie filed a since-settled lawsuit accusing him of years of abuse. 7 of those 8 lawsuits accused Diddy of ex-assault, while one accused him of aiding and abetting his son, Christian Combs, alleged sexual assault. I was supposed to say, oh man. And they're saying that one of these people are a man or a boy, Damon. 7 of the 8 lawsuits are accused Diddy of ex-assault, while one is aiding and abetting of his son, Christian Combs. Which one is Christian? The dark-skinned one? So you got the dark-skinned one is Christian, and then the other one is Justin, right? That's the one they say is allegedly Wolf's son. The sources said that the potential witnesses have not been prepped for testimony yet because HSI are still gathering evidence. If an indictment is brought against Diddy, investigators want to ensure it's bulletproof. One of CNN's 2 sources said it is believed that the federal investigators have interviewed most of those who have filed a lawsuit against Diddy. Like father, like son. While the federal investigation into Diddy was a result of the allegations leveled against him in 8 civil lawsuits, it also encompasses possible money laundering and drug charges. HSI is digging deeper. They don't need to dig any deeper with this nigga Diddy, man. They got him right where they want him. A source added the accusers had cooperated with authorities in the investigation and some have provided alleged evidence. Jeez Louise, it just never ends. In addition to evidence acquired from Diddy's accusers, federal agents have video evidence that was potentially seized during the raids. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is where it's going to get a little freaky. This is what they call it a freak off for. Seized during the raids of his home in Los Angeles and Miami. They also raided New York, but they didn't really say much because it was just like a little condo or something. They are contacting people that they found on the tapes, one source said. A male ex-worker who accused Diddy of assault has been questioned by investigators who reportedly have footage in which he is featured. Multiple lawsuits against Diddy accused him of filming ex encounters without the accuser's consent. A male ex-worker accused Diddy of assault has been questioned by investigators who reportedly have footage in which he is featured. So the gentleman that filed a case against Diddy for assault, they got a tape of Diddy assaulting this guy allegedly. I mean, I don't feel bad for this nigga. Lock this nigga up. Now, with them dropping footage, the next piece of evidence that they will probably like leak will probably be this ex-worker and whatever. Like, of course, they're not going to show the explicit stuff, but if Diddy's like hitting them or punching them or doing like some wild shit, they're going to probably release. That's probably going to be leaked next to show that this nigga is really different. Not different, but different. Because if CNN is getting this information from their sources, CNN was the one that leaked the Cassie footage. So CNN ain't got bullshit. If CNN is reporting this shit, CNN has the tape. CNN has seen this shit. They're just waiting. HSI said, give us a minute. We're going to interview a couple of more. Number 7, 8, 9. Y'all come on in. How similar are y'all stories? Have y'all ran into each other? Was there any encounters with all 3 of y'all? Oh, so you know number 2. Okay, number 2, we need you to come back in here. 7 and 8, y'all leave 6 and 2. How long were you guys knowing each other? Or you guys just met at the free calls? Oh, you were forced in the free call. So what about you? Well, I was forced to watch this one doing it. Oh, okay. And number 2, you said you know number 6, and you said you seen number 4. Number 4, come on in here. Man, they about to be on this nigga's ass. And then they're gonna say, wait a minute. Do any of you know this gentleman here? We do know that guy. Diddy was whooping that nigga ass literally in the corner. Now, oh my God. It's about to get ugly. It's about to get ugly as hell. What up, Torian? Yeah, we back, man. We going down the rabbit hole right now. Now, we don't know who this ex-worker is. But they reportedly have footage. It doesn't say they allegedly have footage. Reportedly, CNN has footage in which he is featured. Multiple lawsuits against Diddy accused him of filming ex encounters without their consent. Why the fuck did? Well, I mean, when you're a creep, you do creepy shit. Like, this nigga kept all this shit in the house. The most recent lawsuit filed against Diddy was a woman, April Lambrose, who accused him of actually assaulting her multiple times in the 90s and attempted to do so again in the early 2000s. Diddy has denied allegations and most recently issued an apology after surveillance footage showed him and Cassie in the hotel. Now, of course, him denying anything after we seen the video, no one gives a shit. The court of public opinion is guilty for anything that they're accusing him of. Would I like to be a juror on this case? Could I honestly go in there? This case right here is going to be a lose-lose for him just because that footage dropped. Now, do I believe I could go in there with an open mind and listen to the evidence? Yeah. But if someone's saying that they got assaulted and they can go into details about it, and if they show me footage, then it's like, I'm automatically, like at that point, what do you say on the Boondocks? This would be me right here. Where is that? If I was in there and they showed me the footage, this would be exactly how I was.
Shooting 3 little white women with a Winchester rifle from about 50 yards away. See, now he thought he was going to get off with that old I'm blind excuse. But oh boy, he had another thing coming. The jury will now go off and deliberate on... Guilty! That nigga is guilty! Sir, settle down. You have to go deliberate. I don't need to deliberate. Hang that nigga now. I got the rope right here.
They're guilty. That nigga's guilty.
Another thing coming. The jury will now go off and deliberate on... Guilty! That nigga is guilty! Sir, settle down. You have to go deliberate. I don't need to deliberate. Hang that nigga now. I got the rope right here.
They just showed the Cassie footage, not laughing at Cassie, but they showed the Cassie footage. Oh, I'm guilty. That nigga's guilty. Anyone else that come up there, guilty. Man, nah, I wouldn't be arguing. So listen, to me, honestly, where I'm at in life right now, if I could get on a big trial like this, well, let me not say it. Let me not say it, because if I say what I want to say, then I won't be selected to jury duty because they would think that I'm only trying to do this for my own profit. But I'm gonna go ahead and say it anyway. I would want to be on one of these trials. We gonna stay there as long as possible. I'm writing a book when I get out of this. Man, I'm doing interviews when I get out of this. In my mind, I could make at least 1.5, 2 million maybe off of just like my little press run. I could get on here and talk to you guys about it, give you details about what juror number 6 was doing, number 7, what was the thought process. Yeah. I would definitely go. I always wanted to be on jury duty. Now I've only been selected for jury duty once, and it was a civil case. It was a malpractice case against a doctor. So I really wanted to go in there and hear what actually happened, but I didn't get selected, so I had to go back to work. But yeah, I would do jury. I would definitely do jury. All right, let's continue on. Now, Diddy got his new. So this lady here, she's the new person. Make sure you hit that like button for your boy. Oh, we had an hour already. My name is Modai J. Let me go ahead and put the Discord in the chat for you guys. I am back, and we are better than ever. We about to do our little 50,000 push. I think we need 1,400 subscribers. We're gonna try to knock that out in like the next 2-3 weeks, maybe. Let me go ahead and put this in the Discord link there. Support the channel, Cash App, MOEDOTJ is gonna be pinned in the chat also. Let me see. We're gonna follow up on her because allegedly she kept a dress that has some DNA on it from the encounter with Papa Diddy Puff. Oh yeah, man. We put in some work. Every now and then we get some spurts. There was one moment though. There was one moment where I really thought about quitting YouTube, and that was going into 2022 when I had a video go viral and they told me it was reused content, but they didn't tell me what it was. And I deleted all The Harder They Fall. In between those 7 videos, it was like almost 1.8 million views. I deleted all of that because I didn't know what it was. And let me tell you, that 3 months where I was demonetized, I was really in a slump. Like, man, fuck this YouTube shit, man. That was the only time I ever thought about quitting this shit. And I worked hard I did research, and I didn't know what it was. I was thinking it's got to be these videos because they taking off. Man, it was a YouTube short I did. Ain't that about a snitch? Yeah, I'm glad I didn't. I don't think I really was going to delete it, but it was more of, man, fuck this, dude. I've been working this hard, man. All I know is I went to sleep one day, woke up, one of the videos was like at 180,000 views. The next day it was like 300. I said, man, what the hell? I thought something was tripping. Man, I got like 10,000 subscribers in like 2 days. I was like, what the fuck? Sure enough, a month later, they took everything from me, man. They took everything from me. I just didn't know, man. I just didn't know. But all right. Let me get her name and we'll continue on. But yeah, I'm Modai J. I think on Wednesdays we'll do the Mo You Know. Of course, we got, Thursdays and Fridays, we got Are We Ready? Thursdays I get off a little later, but Thursday we got Are We Ready? Friday we'll have our power shows. Sundays we got The Shy. Mondays we got Monday Mistake. Tuesday we about to bring back. We only got like 15 days left before the copyright strike gets removed, and we can get back into Tubi movies. Unfortunately, we can't watch like actual Tubi originals, and they got a Young Jock one unless we put that on like Patreon or something. But we'll be able to watch Tubi movies, and we'll be back to going. And you know what I'm saying? We up and running now. All right. Let's find out what her name is, and then we'll go down because we got Valletta Wallace. All right. So Rolling Stones, they didn't put together a nice little piece. Let me see. Oh, the detective game. So I ordered one of them, but so I ordered one and I don't have everything sent to my house because if I'm at work, if it gets sent to my house, my front door is my garage. So unless it fits in the mail slot, I can't leave it open because saying my house is a compound. You go in the garage, you got access to everything because it's an open garage. And then you come up the stairs, you got my front door, my living room, and you got my studio. So I can't just leave my doors open. So I had it. The first one I ordered, because I just wanted to see a sample of it, I had it sent to a store, but these fools, they got there too late. This is 2 weeks ago. They got there too late on Friday, so they couldn't drop it off. And then Saturday morning, they got there too early before the store opened up to drop my shit off, and they sent it back. So I just ain't buy it again because my brother and them came, but I'm gonna get it, and then we'll make it shake. We'll make it shake. But I did order it for sure. Torian said they usually do that once your videos reach a certain view count. That's when they activate with their BS. Hey, facts. Man, I did one video. Shit, that motherfucker took off. So I said, I'm doing every character. Did every character. I was like, damn. That's when I had passion. My eyes lit up, y'all. And then shit, like a month later. That was November, December. And yeah, November, December was going crazy. January, I remember it was like January fucking 3rd. That shit hit. Shit, I was demonetized till mid-April, to the beginning of April. January, February, March. Yep, it was 3 months. But all right. Sean Diddy Combs was jealous of the Notorious B.I.G.'s friendship with Pac Shakur, who had no respect for the mogul. A new report published in Rolling Stone sheds new light on Sean Diddy Combs' allegedly abusive behavior. Combs was reportedly fond of Tupac and wanted to befriend him. A former colleague said Combs was jealous of Pac and Big. Combs' alleged abusive behavior subject to new rules. All right, we got that. Combs was envious of the friendly relationship between Pac and Big in the years before their deaths, according to a new report. An article published Tuesday by Rolling Stone interviewed dozens of Combs' former colleagues. We got that already. Bad Boy partner and president Kirk Burrows said Combs felt slighted when Shakur and Big became pals. There was someone on the sidelines jealous, referring to Combs. Wallace was signed to Bad Boy while Shakur was with the rival Death Row. Well, this is kind of the same thing we already had. Pac didn't have any respect for Puff, Monique said in the outlet, explaining that he thought Combs as a corny executive, according to Burrows. Wallace. Yeah, so okay, we already read this. We already read this. All right, yeah, we already read that. Here we go. So this is damn, I forgot what her name was already. Oh, April Lampros. Another woman accuses Diddy of ex assault in her lawsuit. This is a video. Combs has been accused of ex assault in a new lawsuit filed on Thursday, by April Lampros, who says she met Diddy in '94 when she was a student at New York's Fashion Institute of Technology. According to the complaint filed in New York and obtained by CNN, she accuses Combs of 4 instances of ex assault from the mid 90s to the early 2000s. The suit further accuses the rap mogul of battery, assault, negligent infliction of emotional distress in violation of the victim's gender motivated violence protection law. What the hell? Violation of the victims. Okay, the victims of. I gotta see what law this is. I never heard of that. Victims of gender motivated violence protection. There's a New York City law that was signed into law in 2000. It aims to protect people from gender-based violence that can cause physical, psychological, and economic harm. by making it easier for victims to seek justice through the courts. It was created precisely to help ex-abuse victims overcome these barriers and make it easier for them to recover the relief and compensation they deserve. GMVPL. Damn, that's a lot of goddamn acronyms. Claims entitle victims to various forms of relief, including compensation from damages such as pain and suffering. All right. So what is it? GMVPL. GMVPL. No thanks, CNN. We'll pass on that. The GMVPL. The filing has not been reviewed yet by the county clerk. I'm confident that justice will prevail and will be removed so no other woman will have to endure what I did, Lampros said in a statement to CNN Thursday. CNN saw comment from the representative for Combs. This is the 8th lawsuit against Combs since November, the 7th directly accusing him of sex assault. One of the 8 lawsuits filed by Cassie has been settled. Another lawsuit is against his son. Lampros has shared with Combs that she wanted to work in the fashion industry. Okay, here we go. Here's the details. Yeah, Tupac signed a death row to get out of jail. They were going to bail him out, but part of the bail was, hey, you got to sign with death row. They were friends prior to this, but at this point, with Pac in jail, they weren't seeing eye to eye because Pac believed that they set him up at Quad Studios to be bang banged. Not no, you know what I'm saying, shot up. All right. Lampros has shared with Combs she wanted to work in the fashion industry, and Combs promised to mentor her. Yeah, I bet you did. Introduce her to music and fashion industry executives and help her find work, the suit says. But the lawsuit claims what Combs displayed as kind gestures quickly manifested into aggressive, coercive, and abusive relationships based on X. In the first encounter in 1995, 1404, 94, so 30 years ago, 29 years ago. In the first encounter in 95, Lampros alleges that Combs pressured her to drink at a New York City bar and then later at a hotel. She was laid up on a hotel bed where Mr. Combs forced himself on top of her, the lawsuit said. Lampros claims that Combs R-worded her after she pleaded with Combs to stop. She was nude, sore, and confused the next morning, according to the lawsuit. What the hell? During another incident, they were in a parking garage near his Manhattan apartment when Combs allegedly grabbed her and demanded Ms. Lampros perform oral while a parking attendant was watching. We need to find this fucking parking attendant too, the lawsuit claims. Ms. Lampros was in shock, morally depleted, embarrassed, and in physical agony because Mr. Combs violently yanked her down to her knees, pulling her hair, the suit says. Well, after we seen what he did to Cassie, we can go ahead and believe that. Yeah, I don't. We'll touch back. We're gonna jump back up. Let's see. Afterwards, Lampros attempted to leave, and he immediately switched his approach and became angry, threatening and forceful. The suit alleges Combs had developed this mobster persona, and Miss Lampros was in fear of him, the lawsuit said. Golly, one night in 96, Combs allegedly forced, golly, nigga. This is 1, 2, 3. Fourth was one night in 96. Combs allegedly forced Lampros and one of his former girlfriends to take X at his apartment, after which he demanded the two have X in intercourse, After Lampros opposed, Combs threatened he could make her lose her job. The lawsuit claims Combs then got one off in R-word Lampros. The lawsuit alleges. Well, I mean, we can believe that because Cassie said that and he paid her. This nigga's different. She felt disgusted, ashamed, and embarrassed and couldn't believe what had happened, according to the suit. Then 2 years later, around 98, Lampros ended her relationship with Combs, according to the suit. Years later, between the end of 2000, so this started in 95? So started in 95, that's one incident. 2, that was still in the garage. 3, she tried to distance herself. 4, around 98, Lampros ended her relationship with Combs, according to the suit. Years later, between the end of 2000 and the beginning of 2001. They met again in Combs, so this is 5 here, and they met again in 2001, and Combs violently grabbed Lampros and forced himself onto her, kissing and touching her against her will. The fuck is wrong with this nigga, man? Um, so this is her. Yeah. I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna show y'all exactly why I know this nigga's guilty. What kind of freaky ass shit is this that a nigga has his shirt tucked into his drawers?
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up the score with him. Down home time, I know he got some. Hold on him, extortion, really the phone him. I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. Say OV ho, say OV ho. Then step this way, step that way. Then step this way, step that way. Say OV ho, then step this way, step that way. Then step this way. Say OV ho, say OV ho. One, say OV ho, say OV ho. One, say OV ho, say OV ho. Then step this way, step that way. Then step this way, step that way.
Who walks around like that? This nigga is sagging, but has his shirt tucked into his drawers. So he got the white pants on with the Versace drawers on, with the shirt tucked into the Versace drawers while he's sagging. What the fuck, man? Or is this Versace jeans? Because why would the belt be that low? Like, this got to be the drawers on top of the jeans. These are 2 different whites. Not that we looking at this nigga drawers, but come on, Diddy. Hey, man, that's y'all boy, dog. That's y'all boy, man. Is this the style? Tuck the shirt into the drawers so they can see that you got designer drawers on? Oh, I gotta fold the shirt over? My bad, my bad. We good? We good? This nigga's guilty, man. This nigga's guilty. This nigga's guilty, man. This nigga got his shirt tucked in the drawers and he's sagging, man. There's no way. There's no way I would have seen this nigga did. Hey, man, if you don't pull your pants up, nigga, tuck your shirt, nigga. Oh, my God. Look at this nigga. Oh. April, get your money. I hope April gets every penny out of this nigga, man. She deserves every hey, whatever she said, I gotta believe it, man. I gotta believe it, man. Hey, that's what Kendrick said. What's OVO for? The other vaginal option? Oh my God. Yeah, but that Miss B, that's Aaliyah. That's Aaliyah, man. You a freaky ass nigga if you tucking the shirt into the like. That's Aaliyah. Like for girls, for women, that's fashion. That was her being a tomboy. You know what I'm saying? That's her reflection of like what a tomboy was. You know what I'm saying? With the overalls. Only a freaky ass nigga is tucking his shirt in his drawers. There's never an instant that you need to tuck your shit into your drawers. That's what you got pants for. You tuck it in the pants. You wear drawers to keep on your, you know what I'm saying? Drawers for your balls. You tuck your shirt into your pants. You know. Yeah, Aaliyah, you should just have the boxers up with like a little crop top or something. You know what I'm saying? You just used to see her boxers. Left Eye and them used to do that too, but I don't think they used to tuck the shirt into the drawers. Anybody with their shirt tucked into their drawers, they up to some no good. That's all I can say. They up to no good. Hey, nigga, the fuck is your shirt tucked into your drawers for? I don't even remember where we were at. Oh, we in 2000s now. All right, here we go. Let's get back focused, man. Hit that like button, man. Oh boy. Yeah, dog. And it was more than one photo too. Oh, she on the couch too? Oh Lord. Now, well, this is what happens on our lives, y'all. We just go down the rabbit hole. Fuck it, we here now. Oh, that image ain't big. So I'm guessing that this is over at the house also. Like we don't worry, we about to go ahead and follow on down this. All right. So around 98, Lambros ended her relationship with Combs according to the suit. Years later, between the end of 2000 and the beginning of 2001, they met again, and Combs violently grabbed Lambros and forced himself onto her, kissing and touching her against her will, the lawsuit claims. As a result, she suffered and continues to suffer harm, including physical injury, severe emotional distress, humiliation, anxiety, the lawsuit claims. I don't I don't think she was underage. I think no, she was in college. Remember, it says she was in college. So I believe she's probably like 18, 19 maybe. Because it didn't say anything about her being underage. It just said that she was in college. But wait, the first encounter was in 95. She's 51. Oops. Minus 51 puts us at 73 plus 18. Yeah, so she was in there. She was in her 20s. She's probably like 23, 24. Ooh. She was 22 in 95. Okay, here we go. More recently, Lampro says she was told that Combs had in the past recorded them having X. What? More recently, she was told that Combs had in the past recorded them having X without her knowing and showed it to multiple people, according to the lawsuit. Dang, who y'all think contacted her? Who you think remembered? Hey, that's well, that was April. And like, how did they find April and say, hey, April, just a heads up, there's some shit going down, but Diddy recorded you back in the day. Like, who do y'all believe is giving up this information? Hey, real quick, just a reminder, like in 2003, 2004, Sean showed us a video of y'all back in 98. So they must have been on something because the camcorders were big. Unless they were in the 2000s, they started having like the little smaller. But the 95, 98s, them joints is on the shoulder with it. You can't hide that. You got to put an actual blanket over that to hide it on top of like a nightstand or something. That shit's like the size of a printer. You couldn't hide no camcorder like this back in the day. Not in 98. Maybe in the 2000s you had something a little smaller, but you had to put a whole blanket over a camcorder back then. So that means they must have been drugged up. Without her knowing, and showed it to multiple people, according to the lawsuit. Combs had a temper and offered to, and often threatened her to harm her if she didn't act accordingly to his demands. Talked to other men or didn't take his phone calls. Lampros claimed in the suit. According to her, she was also not allowed to talk about her relationship with Combs to anyone. She felt that if she disobeyed him, he would take away her dreams of pursuing a career in his world. Mr. Combs would also threaten to blacklist her in the industry if she tried to mess with him in any way, the suit said. Miss Lampro's dreams and everything she's been working hard for were in the palm of his hands. That's some wild shit. Now, you know, we always say it's like, man, if it was me, what I would have done. I mean, me personally, I've never been in any compromising situations. One, because I mean, I really don't give a fuck, and I'm gonna tell people how I feel. But I mean, I guess after you going through this shit so often, it's like, man, you just get stuck there. So it's wild shit. But I mean, think about it. You what, 21, 22 years old, you trying to get in the industry. At this time, there isn't social media. It's not like you can go viral on Instagram or anything. You had to have connections. So Miles said we had a compact and Freaknik. Well, shit. The R. Kelly shit was going down at this time, and R. Kelly was rich, and that nigga didn't have no small camcorder. That nigga had the big real deal. I don't know, man. We'll give me a minute. We'll go down, you know what I'm saying, memory lane of technology. The suit was filed by her attorney, Tyrone Blackburn. He's been doing everybody's shit. He got the little dude, the guy that's suing Diddy. That's, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, Rodney. Oh, they got it right here. Who also represents others filing lawsuits against Combs, including Rodney Jones, as well as Grace Mackay. We gotta see who she is. The woman who accused, oh, that's the one that accused the son. Jeez Louise, this fucking family. Oh, it was a white girl? Yep, it's over with. No, I don't think this is her. If it is her, then yeah, it's over with. I guess it is her. It's like a model or something. Let me continue on before we get sidetracked. Yeah, that's what I was looking. That was Omar, but this is, unless that's like a, maybe it's like a nickname, like I wouldn't even know. You know, I'm not familiar with the Caucasian names. We'll get to Christian in a minute. Let me finish this up. For Grace, the woman who accused the son Christian, defendant's name in the suit also include Bad Boy Records or Arista. They're trying to get everybody. But if you guys remember real quick, what's the dude name? Well, while all of this is going on, the guy Lucien Grange, the guy that's like over UMG, the day after he was removed, this is over on Billboard. The day after he was removed from this case that Diddy was on, that we broke down, we even called up. Remember, we called up who did he get a deal with? We called up Motown Records. We called up, we were getting information. Well, the day after he was removed from this case, that's when the video of Cassie got released. So maybe the higher ups were pulling strings like, hey, fuck that. Go ahead and take Diddy. Just remove us from everything. We'll tell you what you need to know. So Lucien Grange, the guy over UMG, Universal Music Group, he was removed. And then the day after that, or a couple of days after, because it was what, the 17th, when Cassie's video was released. This is the 14th. Man, they ain't playing. I mean, it is what it is, man. This is the life that Diddy wanted to get into. But the complaint alleges that Arista Records enable X abuse by placing Combs in a position of authority, failing to protect Lambros. So she was around for a while with it. CNN has saw comment from representation from Combs. None of them niggas gonna answer. The latest lawsuit comes just 2 days after former model and winner of MTV's 1998 Model Mission competition show, Crystal McKinney, accused Combs of lacing her up and exing assaulting her in the lawsuit. Golly, who the hell is this? What? They said that the Trump verdict is in? Time out. Time out. Shit. Come on, Mo. We need this. This is live breaking news. This is history. This might be the first president ever. My brother just texted me and said, free that man. I think it's over with. I think they gave him a conviction. Uh-oh. All my life, I've been waiting to see this. I've been telling y'all, and people been asking me, Mo, do you believe it? Do you think that it'll happen? I said, hell yeah, it'll happen. Hell yeah, it'll happen.
Here's what a whole home water filtration.
Hey, we ain't trying to buy no water. Oh, this is what we've been waiting on. All of us. Ain't no pause moment. Yeah, here we go. The American justice system at work. We're going to see if there's an uproar, because what Trump told us yesterday, if you weren't paying attention, this is what I watch on my free time. When I ain't watching TV shows, I'm watching this shit. Now, Trump said that this thing was so one-sided, even Mother Teresa couldn't win this. Now, if Trump comes out of this unscathed, which I doubt he will because he was already held liable for tax fraud, this is about to be some wild shit. He said there's going to be riots. They're going to be doing everything they can. Okay, we're going to see. Niggas is going to get up and go to work tomorrow. The only thing we're going to... What? No, I'm about to say, who is this coming out of here? The only thing we're going to see is people getting up and go to work tomorrow. Ain't nobody storming nothing. They seen them fools get locked up on January 6th. Niggas is just going to be mad. Oh, man, damn, man. How could they do this to Trump? Oh, well, I'm going to tell you one thing. I paid my taxes, okay? Fuck them. All right, hold on. Reporting live from New York City, I am Mo J, and this is the Mo you know. The verdict is in. Trump's case in New York City. It's kind of ironic that this is unprecedented, that this might be the first president in U.S. history that is actually arrested on criminal charges in the state of New York City, meaning there will be no potential that any, not one president, not two presidents, not three presidents, will be able to get this man out of prison. Only the governor will be able to do such nature. Now, the verdict is in. The jurors did ask for 5 more minutes to be able to write down the verdict onto all of their slips. Now, we're waiting and we're live on reporting. What do you got? Okay. Just start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Okay. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. God bless America and no place else? Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. We had to take us a little... Diddy, we on your ass. No Diddy, but we on your ass. When this is over with, we gonna go. What you say? Oh, we live? My bad. Sorry about that disturbance. We thought we had technical difficulties. We're just trying to figure it out. A couple of my colleagues joking around back there. But this is very, very serious here. Now, I know a lot of people, they feel certain type of ways. Me personally, I don't give a damn. As long as my check is on time, I don't care who the president is. Because, I mean, me personally, it doesn't affect me on a federal level. But, yeah. What up, Jay? Make sure you guys go subscribe to Jay's channel. I met this brother when I was in Brazil last year. He does a wonderful job. He knows his stuff. Go subscribe to his channel. Especially to all my brothers in here. Go subscribe to his channel. The man's on his A game. Let me see if they talk. Oh man, ain't even nobody outside. I thought we was about to have 1,000 people outside waiting. Yeah, I'm out the country, but I still work for the federal government. So yeah, like I still get paid by the U.S. government. I'm gonna parlay in that joint. Hey, we gonna see. We gonna see if Trump gonna parlay because it sounded like he was crying. I thought he was the big bad guy. Everyone told me that America was better with him in office. He wouldn't stand up with no BS. So if I'm looking at him, I'm thinking he ready to go to jail. Take me to jail, lock me up, throw away the key. Now, of course, you got to remember he's not going to be arrested today. They're going to probably let him go home. They're going to have him confined to his if he's found guilty, probably be confined to his home until a sentencing. I doubt they're going to actually lock him up today. Now, what they can do, because everybody wants to know, are they going to is it house arrest or how they're going to do it? They can put him in prison. They can put him into his own wing and just have Secret Service. It depends on the judge, but they can have Secret Service watch that whole wing and they'll just work with the Department of Corrections. So it is possible for him to go to jail. Now he could go to a low level, but there's still a possibility of confinement. I don't know about y'all, but this is crazy, man. I remember just talking about the presidents as a kid growing up, and I ain't never think we'd ever see no shit like this. Whose website is this? They ain't got no commentating. They want me to do all the commentating. All right, let me bring up an article or something. They ain't got no talking. It's just everyone sitting around. I'm like, geez Louise, what are we paying you for? Let me see. We'll have that playing in the background. Let me see. Yeah, jury asked for 30 more minutes. Eric Trump ain't showed up all court. Now he want to be here. Trump. Whipmaster, he can't pardon. This is not a federal case. This is a state case. The only person that can pardon him is the governor. New York is a blue state. They're not pardoning him. So if he goes to jail, it is what it is. There's no pardon available. And if you didn't know, let me see, where's it at? So Michael Cohen, he actually testified. Remember, Michael Cohen went to jail. A little backstory on everything that happened. The reason all of this is going down is because there was a misappropriation of $130,000 in the hush money. Now, Michael Cohen used to be a lawyer for Trump. Now, Michael Cohen used to be a lawyer for Trump. Trump was running for president. Now, the reason this hush money came up because while his wife was at home with their newborn son. Oh, wait a minute. We got action. All right, I need y'all to lock it down. It's just about to get ugly. All right, I'm gonna speed it up. So Trump was getting ready to run for president. He had an affair with a porn star. In order for the porn star to shut up because he didn't want it to be, news that he was sleeping with a porn star while he was running for president, he told Michael Cohen to pay her hush money. It was $130,000. Michael Cohen paid the $130,000 out of pocket. Then he went back to Donald Trump and he asked for reimbursement of that $130,000. So what they did was they actually paid Cohen around I think it was like $200,000. So after taxes, it would look like they paid him for legal fees. Well, all of this got discovered. Michael Cohen went to jail and testified that it was actually hush money that they paid to Stormy Daniels. And they paid that so she wouldn't talk. So during the election, they didn't know how it would look. He's having an affair with a porn star. So Michael Cohen went to jail. The only thing is the accountants and everything, they handwritten everything down. They said Michael Cohen, $130,000 for Stormy Daniels. They said Michael Cohen, give him a little bit. Now, my bad. Um, yeah, Cohen got the $130,000 from him. Now, the reason this is bad and the reason it's illegal is because this is campaign funds. That's where the crime comes in. Now, you can pay people hush money. I can go and give somebody $5, $10, $1,000 and say, hey, don't say shit. That's not illegal. What's illegal is when you're taking funds from the campaign, you are not donating to you to run for president. You take that money and then misappropriate them funds for something else. Now you can only use those funds, and that's why they have caps on. Even billionaires can only give like $1 million, 500,000, because it would be unfair if you got a billionaire on your side just giving you the money. So the crime came in where they tried to cover it up, and they were using donations, and they were giving it to Stormy Daniels. That's where the crime lies. So everyone's already been arrested for it. Now everybody's testifying against Trump, and here we are now. So that'll just catch you up with why it's illegal. Because people, he just paid her money. No, he paid money with all of the money that was donated to him from all of the supporters. That's where the crime is. It's a misappropriation of funds. So don't when you listen to people and they try to, oh, he didn't do nothing. Yeah, he did. He took your money and paid a porn star so she wouldn't say that he was having an affair with her while his wife was at home with the newborn. And that's what makes things so much worse, because you'll hear them say, Trump was saying, well, I can't even go to my son's graduation. Well, if you cared that much about your son, you would have been at home with your wife and your son. Well, he wasn't a newborn. I think the nigga was like 4 or 5, but you would have been at home with your kids. So it was just looking bad. And here we go, man. We're waiting. Can I go to all networks to explain this immediately? I just explained it to you. I just explained it to you 100%. That's what happened. Michael Cohen went to jail for paying Stormy Daniels. The other lawyer went to jail for paying Michael Cohen for reimbursement. All of his time back to Trump. That's what happened. Let me see. Let's see what Fox has to say. Of course, it's just gonna take forever.
With eBay Authentic.
See, Sharon, you listening to Trump. Like he said that all the legal experts can't no, the legal experts know exactly what the hell is going on. That's why your ass is in here. Criminal trial. RC said, I'm 50-50 on this. I'm hoping one thing. but I'm not that confident I'll get the result I want. All right. So here's let me see. So here's what Fox had to say. The New York jury impaneled in New York Trump case, New York versus Trump, has reached a verdict. The jury will enter the courtroom and announce what it has decided. Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg charged the former president with 34 counts of falsifying business records in the first degree. Trump pled not guilty to all counts. Judge McCran will invite the jury to read his verdict prior to receiving the jury's note around 4:20 p.m. He indicated he would excuse the jury for the day at 4:30. What time is it? Here we go. Prosecutors needed to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Trump falsified business records to conceal a $130,000 payment to Stormy Daniels, a porn star performer, in the lead up to the 2016 election, to silence her about an alleged affair with Trump. Michael Cohen, Trump's former attorney, was the prosecution's star witness. He testified that he personally made the $130,000 payment to Daniels using a home equity line of credit in effort to conceal the payment from his wife. Cohen said that he did this because Trump told him to handle it and prevent a negative story from coming out ahead of the election. But Trump's defense attorneys maintained that the president never directed Cohen to do so. See, even Fox News verbatim said what I said. Come on now. I follow up on this stuff, but watch. Let me see. Notes to Cohen. Where you seeing these at? 19 guilty. Where you seeing this at? Where y'all seeing this at? Where y'all seeing this at? They saying Trump is guilty, nigga. Trump guilty. Yeah, they said 19 counts. What website are y'all looking at this? Guilty on all counts? ABC? Yeah. I told y'all. I predicted this shit months ago. Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen,
yo, nigga, we trying to watch the goddamn live. Proud to be an American. I bet they won't play that shit tonight. I bet they won't play that shit tonight. He went 34 for 34.
And they continue to make a lot of noise. There have been supporters of the former president here as well. It looks like many of them are hanging in there, but are remaining silent as the former president has been convicted on all 34 counts of falsifying business records, meaning, David, the jury believed the Manhattan District Attorney's theory of the case that the former president falsified these records to cover up a conspiracy to corrupt the 2016 election by hiding lewd stories from his past. David?
Aaron, as we know from the instructions from the judge in this case, Juan Merchan, telling that jury that they could not convict solely on the testimony of Michael Cohen, Donald Trump's longtime former fixer, friend, and attorney, that there must be corroborating evidence in this case that they also believe in coming up with any sort of verdict. I glean from that then in the discussions within that jury room, and we will learn more in the days ahead, that they then pointed to other evidence, and we know about the request that they look at testimony from David Pecker, for example, to be reread back to them this morning, that is the kind of corroborating evidence that they must have leaned in on to come up with 34 guilty findings on every count here. The former president found guilty as we're on the air this afternoon. Aaron, again, testimony from David Pecker and other evidence presented by the prosecution they must have leaned on, not solely the testimony of Michael Cohen here.
They were told they couldn't rely solely on Michael Cohen because he was an accomplice in the alleged or now found scheme to corrupt the 2016 election. And so they did need corrupt.
What up, what up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Mo IJ. This is the Mo you know. And if you've been following my channel for a while, I've been following this case very, very closely. Now, when it was initially brought up into New York, I said, this nigga's going to be found guilty. People were asking me, is he going to go to jail? Well, now, if he would have been found guilty on maybe like 3 or 4 charges, they may have did some confinement, like at home. But I think they're going to go ahead and send his ass on down there. You know what I mean? I think we need to get the people on the phone.
The FBI? Yeah, this the FBI.
Listen to this one next.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show certified boogeyman. I'm the one that up the score with him. Down whole time, I know he got him. Hold on him, extortion, really the phone him. Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. Say OV ho, say OV ho. Step this way, step that way. I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block
Trump.
1. Say OV ho,
OV,
say OV ho,
OV.
step this way, step that way.
Hey, sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Woo, woo. Come on, y'all. Tuck your shirt in your drawers. Tuck your shirt in your drawers.
Down whole time, I know he got him. Hold on him, extortion, really the phone him. Drake, I hear you like I'm young.
Hey, Trump.
You better not ever go to cell block 1. Say OV ho,
OV,
say OV ho,
OV.
step this way, step that way, then step this way, step that way.
Damn. I gotta call up my legal expertise. I gotta call up one of my legal expertise. Hey, for real, tuck your shirt in your drawers, y'all. Oh, come on. Of all the nights my expert don't want to answer.
What exactly is he guilty of?
Oh man, you guilty. So, real quick, y'all, I want to introduce, you know what I'm saying, my nephew. In
What's going on, y'all?
in 40 minutes, it'll be my nephew's birthday, you know what I mean? What is it, 28?
Hold on. 27.
All right, 27, you know what I mean? It'll be 27 in like 40 minutes. You know, I'm gonna stay up for, you know what I'm saying, probably, you know, until midnight. You know, I ain't supposed to be drinking, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's most of it's like, it's just like fraud, because they were covering up the hush money. So I mean, it's all kinds of like little shit that, you know what I'm saying, probably like documents that he forged and shit like that. But yeah, man.
So this is what all the raids on Mar-a-Lago was.
No. So that's a whole different case. Mar-a-Lago is for the documents.
See, this is why y'all gotta stay tuned in, because there's so much information out there, and he knows it. He knows enough.
So the Mar-a-Lago is a federal case. That's with the confidential documents that he took home. This is New York. This is a state case for the hush money. Then you still got the Atlanta state RICO. So he'll be in jail. They'll bring him down. I think the federal case is next, and then the RICO is the last one.
So what do you think jail looks like for a former president? Because I've heard that, like, because he will be the first president to do jail time, he wouldn't actually be in a cell because he has to have Secret Service for life, which that's something I know.
So what they were breaking down is he could still go to jail, and what would happen is they will get a whole wing for him, and he would be the only prisoner in there. But Secret Service will be the one running that wing, but it'll still be up under the Department of Corrections. So he'll be in his cell, and they'll just be the ones in the hallways watching. Okay. But it'll still, that's if they do that route. They might put him in confinement, like home confinement, depending on what the federal case is going to do and how they want to run that. But they're going to probably strip him from all social media. He's probably not going to be able to have any electronics, and it's going to be up to Secret Service to, monitor all of that. But let me see what they talking about, because they might want me to come onto the show. Yeah, he'll be like Pablo, but it ain't gonna be built like Pablo. He ain't gonna be bringing no freaks over.
Of 34 counts, where each count ends up being served consecutively. There is almost no doubt that whatever sentence happens here, the sentence will be concurrent, meaning all of it will be served at the same time for the 34. So in effect,
talk about a sentence.
Yeah.
Let me stop you right there, because viewers at home are going to ask immediately, what does this mean? Could the former president be sentenced to potential time behind bars? We know there is the potential for that, though extremely unlikely for a first-time offender, correct?
I think it is unlikely. This is the lowest level felony in the state of New York. We talk about misdemeanors versus felonies, but there's also different levels of felony. This is a Class E felony, the lowest kind. Donald Trump has never been convicted of a crime before. I think as a result, it is unlikely, not impossible, that he would be sentenced to prison time in connection with this case. There are other options, right? There is probation. I think the other potential option could be home confinement. Can you imagine that? In an effort, if it were to happen before the election, someone who wants to be out on the campaign trail. Again, I think any serving of a sentence, though, very unlikely to happen before the election. A number of things will happen first. First, he'll do an interview with the probation department. That is typical in any case. You have a meeting where you talk to he's going to have this meeting with a probation officer, because the probation department then recommends what sentence they think the person ought to get. And then number two is a sentencing happen weeks, months ahead. There's going to be appeals in this case, et cetera. So I think that the actual serving of the sentence, whatever it is probably some time away.
Sometime away. Judge Juan Merchan will take into account whatever the probation officer suggests after this meeting that you say will take place, regardless of whether you're sitting across from somebody who does what you and I do, or somebody who works in sort of any sector here in New York City and beyond. But this is the former president of the United States who will also have to sit across from this probation officer. How soon would we then hear from Judge Juan Merchan what the sentence will be?
So I think that we're going to see when the sentencing date is set, right? So we're watching some people.
We are watching the courthouse very closely. Donald Trump was expected to be able to leave the courtroom today. Of course, as Dan mentioned, the sentencing will not come for many weeks here. Not expected, certainly. We are expecting the former president to leave the courthouse. Have we seen him in front of the camera yet? We have not seen him yet, as we know.
So I just looked it up. It says the maximum for all of these together, a Class E felony, it'd be up to 4 years total. They'll probably give them, let's say, probably like a year probation, probably, since it is the first. But if they put him on like home confinement, that'll keep him off the road, so he won't be able to campaign. Now, the judge could be, I won't say the judge would be petty. The judge should, home confinement. But excuse me, as you heard, it's going to take a while before the sentencing date, because let me see. If we just going off of, they in New York, this is slow level. This is May, June. They probably won't do sentencing until, like he said, till after the election. Because, people that get murdered, they'll be found guilty. They go back to jail for 6 to 8 months before they even get sentenced. So for something like this, we won't see anything. And then, he still got money. And of course, now you're about to see everyone start donating. I wouldn't be surprised. Let's go to his website. Man, ain't nobody buying that shit. Oh, there you go. There go the man of the hour.
Let's listen.
Let's listen up, y'all. Hit that like button.
This was a disgrace. This was a rigged trial by a conflicted judge who was corrupt. It's a rigged trial, a disgrace. They wouldn't give us a venue change. We were at 5% or 6% in this district, in this area. This was a rigged, disgraceful trial. The real verdict is going to be November 5th by the people. And they know what happened here, and everybody knows what happened here. You have a Soros-backed DA and the whole thing. We didn't do a thing wrong. I'm a very innocent man, and it's okay. I'm fighting for our country. I'm fighting for our Constitution. Our whole country is being rigged right now. This was done by the Biden administration in order to wound or hurt an opponent, a political opponent. And I think it's just a disgrace. And we'll keep fighting. We'll fight till the end, and we'll win, because our country's gone to hell. We don't have the same country anymore. We have a divided mess. We're a nation in decline, serious decline. Millions and millions of people pouring into our country right now from prisons and from mental institutions, terrorists, and they're taking over our country. We have a country that's in big trouble. But this was a rigged decision right from day one with a conflicted judge who should have never been allowed to try this case, never. And we will fight for our Constitution. This is long from over. Thank you very much.
Todd Blanche at the president's side. Todd Blanche, the defense attorney, the president.
Really that's on him, Drake. I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to Cell Block 1. Say OD ho. Say OD ho. Step that way. Then step this way. Step that way. I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to Cell Block 1. Say OD ho. Say OD ho. Then step this way. Step that way. Then step this way. Step that way.
Rigged. John Carl, our chief Washington correspondent. John, not surprising here that there would be an immediate pivot now to November.
No, and not surprising at all. And Donald Trump will do what he's done when he was indicted in this case and in 3 other cases, which is say that this is.
Yo, let me find your message, John. Sorry again, family. I mean, what you sorry for? Family, I have done everything I could do, and no one will help us. All I need is like $12 to make it home. I ain't gonna lie to you, John. I ain't got $12 right now, man. The United States of America is in shambles right now. Former president has just been found guilty, the first time ever. We don't have $12. If you need $12, you really need to, like, no disrespect or being funny, you need to get off of my live and call somebody on your phone if you really need $12 to get home, because we don't have it here. I'm sorry. This is historical right here. This will be in the history books if there's still history around in 10 to 15 years when our kids are going to school. But we've never seen anything like this. And this is just the beginning of his troubles, because we still got the classified documents. We still got a RICO. It's a lot of shit going on. As you can see, there's people walking up and down the streets because they don't give a fuck that Trump just found guilty. They're going on about their day. Excuse me. There's no one outside, like you heard at the biggest rallies that he's been having. No one gives a shit. They realize that there's no pandemic. They got to get up in the morning. It's not like you can go home and work from your desk tomorrow. You got to get up and take your funky ass to work. No one cares anymore. It's over with. It's over with. We're watching Aubrey Graham, Sean Combs, and Donald Trump. All 3 of these fools are falling. They're spiraling. It's over with. This is what happens when you get a little bit of money and you don't know what the fuck you're doing. You just give stupid people money. You got shit like this going on. Trump took a $2 million loan from his father, blew it all. Now look at him. The whole shebang bang is gone. They're tearing down buildings. This guy has multiple cases pending. Now, he said he connected with the black folk because he was charged. Well, Trump, I hope you connect with the black folk when you go to prison, because at this point, the black for Trumps, where them niggas at? Where all them black for Trumps at? They should be sitting right out here with their shirts on, protesting. Them niggas ain't doing none of that shit. They get a little bit of free time and some TV time and a bucket of chicken. You ain't giving it to them no more. There's no support. It's over with. Niggas ain't donating money. It's over with. It's over with. Who's that, Nana? Yeah. Tell her I'm a caller. Can he still run for? Yeah, he can still run for president.
I'm trying to show this big tree that fell.
Oh, at the house?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think he upstairs, but I was calling you because you my expert. I was just gonna let you know that Donald has been found guilty on all 34 charges.
Yes. Donald has been found guilty on all 34 counts.
Who you talking to? The niggas cutting the trees?
Yeah.
Man, they don't give a damn about that. They cutting trees.
Do FaceTime real quick, or are you on live?
Yeah, I'm on the live. You my expert. Come on now.
Okay, well, I just told the rest of the family, everybody's cheering. We're gonna go home and get a drink.
All right. All right, mom.
Okay, I'll talk to you later.
What you gonna put on his books though?
A cheeseburger. Maybe some of them folks that bought them tennis shoes can put something on his book.
Hey, I just got a comment saying people buying them ugly ass sneakers too.
Yeah, they buying them. Let them put them on the books.
Mom, we got a new style too. So tell Dad he needs to tuck his shirt into his drawers.
Oh my Lord.
That's how I'm rocking. That's what I'm rocking right now. Shirt drawers. That's what I call them.
He said to tell you, you got to start tucking your shirt into your drawers. Yeah, not just in your pants, in your drawers. He's live.
Yeah, they used to do that long in the 70s and 80s.
Oh, well, Diddy was doing it in the 90s. Diddy a freaky ass nigga though. I said Diddy was doing it in the 90s.
We would tuck out. The world would be above your pants, but you wouldn't be seeing your behind. So your pants are tucked into your underwear. Your underwear is pulled above your belt line, like they got. They switch it around and drop it. You see the crack in the behind and stuff.
All 34.
Good. You're a better person. Another black guy.
Yeah, Trump is for the black. So
he really can relate to black people.
you know the only sad part is he'll never get that wall built.
Oh yeah, well. Yeah, well. That's procrastination. See, that's what happens when you procrastinate. He
Yeah.
should have taken care of that when he was in office.
He promised me that 8 years ago. They said there was gonna be. I didn't want the wall, but they said there was gonna be one built. I ain't see no wall built.
Okay, well, y'all gotta go. They got.
They closed at 5, but
Oh, well, okay. Well, they're not gonna make it to the dump.
Y'all getting something to drink with the people cutting the trees?
No, we just gonna drink and celebrate amongst ourselves.
Who is that, Sharice?
Okay, darling, I'm gonna get off.
All right, love y'all. Y'all be safe out there, man. I heard they supposed to be protesting and rioting, so y'all go down there. Hey, what up, Colin?
So the Proud Boys are getting ready to come out.
Want to go up to New York now? Raid the courthouse.
Well, I'm looking at New York and people just walking. It don't look like anyone gives a damn. They just walking past the courthouse.
London and Paris and Germany.
They don't care.
Yeah, it ain't. All right, I'm gonna get back to this because we were talking about Diddy, but then somebody said the verdict is in, so we had to stop. This is more intriguing than the OJ trial.
It sure is. All right, sweet.
All right, love y'all.
So they had to convict.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, they
okay. Bye-bye.
All right, y'all. Love y'all. All right, y'all. We just had people on the ground reporting live from the States. Yes, It's pandemonium over there. I'm hearing people are in the streets going crazy. I just seen a Molotov get thrown into the nearest Walmart. Oh my God, it's crazy.
Gain and keep power. The statement concludes by saying a second Trump term means chaos, ripping away Americans' freedoms and fomenting political violence, and the American people will reject it this November. That is the official statement from the Biden-Harris campaign spokesman, David.
Mary Bruce with reaction just coming in from the Biden campaign. Olivia Rubin, our courtroom reporter, part of our investigative unit here at ABC News. Olivia, you were in the courtroom and in that overflow room so many days during this trial. Can you describe what you witnessed late this afternoon as the jury was called back into that courtroom and the verdict was read, the reaction from the former president in that room?
Well, for the most part, David, a stone-faced Donald Trump in that courtroom, almost motionless the entire time. He sat in his seat, slumped back, the frown we have seen on his face almost every single day inside of that courtroom. And it was no different for most part when he heard the jury read that verdict. But it's so striking, David, because I want to rewind for just a moment, because before the verdict came in, Judge Merchan had called the parties in to tell them essentially that the day was about to be over. Donald Trump thought that he was going home without a verdict today. He just had about 15 minutes to kill. And what we saw was
Donald Trump did not think he was going home without a verdict. You know why? Look at his website. They already knew he was going to be found guilty. Breaking news, political prisoner. I am a political prisoner. I was just convicted in a rigged political witch hunt. I did nothing wrong. They raided my home, arrested me, took my mugshot, and now they've just convicted me. Crooked Joe Biden needs to get the message. Right there, right now. What? Crooked Joe Biden needs to get the message right here, right now, that his chances of a second term end today. But for that to happen, our immediate pushback must be so massive, it will go down in history. We must make Joe Biden regret ever coming after us. Before the day is over, I'm calling on 10 million pro-Trump patriots to chip in and say, I stand with President Trump. We're about to see another scam, and I'm about to break it down live like we did after they took his mugshot. By the end of the month, fundraising deadline is just days away. So at this dark hour, I'm humbly asking for you to please stand with me now and tuck your drawers with your shirt. I know with you by my side, we will win back the White House and make America great again. Donald J. Trump, 45th President of the United States of America. MAGA. $52 donated. 260. MAGA Patriot. 50 cents donated. $48.93. 2024. Oh my God, it's going crazy right now. We can donate up to $3,300. All right. Now look at this. Y'all remember this? It seems eerily familiar, right? Well, let's go ahead and break this down real quick. So, with Trump, we can donate 2024. Click this amount and you're supporting Trump. $47. This amount if you think Donald Trump is the greatest president of all time. $100. Donate this amount if you think the president Trump did nothing wrong. Then we have $250, $500, $1,000, $3,300. Then you can contribute other will benefit Trump National Committee, JFC. Now, if you click this box, anything that you donate will go straight to, I would like to cover the processing fee. So 100% of my donation goes to Trump National Committee, JFC. Now, if you click this one here, President Trump, we'd be losing if it wasn't for your support, patriots. Like you are the reason we're going to fire Joe Biden. I'm humbly asking, can I please count on your sustained support? Make this a monthly reoccurring donation. Now, what is someone tell me today's date in the chat. Someone tell me today's day in the chat. What is today's date? Someone give me today's date. Today is May 30th. How many days are in May? How many days are in May? All right. Now listen to this. There's 31 days in May. Today is May 30th. Let's say we click $3,300. $3,300. We're going to donate $3,300. Now, if we click this processing fee of $135, 100% of this goes to the National Committee JFC. So now that's what? $3,400, right? Now, if we click this, President Trump, we'd be losing if it wasn't for your support, patriots. Like you are the reason we're going to fire Joe Biden. I humbly ask, can I please count on your sustained support? Make this a reoccurring donation. So right now we're at $3,400. We pick $3,300 and then we put $135. If we click this box on June 1st, we're going to have a reoccurring payment. The end of May is in 2 days. So if you click this in 2 days, you're paying double whatever you paid today. So let's just say we paid this $3,300. We click this, we at $3,400. If we click this for our monthly reoccurring, that means in 2 days we'd pay another $3,400. So that'll be 34 and 34 is what? $6,800 in 2 days. Now, this President Trump, the Biden trials against me have begun, but I will never surrender. The love from patriots like you, what will get us back in the White House? Can I count on you to chip in just one more time before my critical deadline? I can't win without you. You'll donate the same amount tomorrow. So today, you'll pay $3,400. Tomorrow, you'll pay $3,400. And then on the 1st, your reoccurring will be another $3,400. So $3,400 $3435.35 times 3 days, you'd pay $10,000 if you click each one of these. You see how this is a scam? You see how this is a scam? $3,400 today. Then you're going to donate an additional for tomorrow, and then your reoccurring hits on the 1st. You'll pay $10,000. We broke this down when they did the mugshot, but people just be saying, oh, no, he's a great guy. No, this nigga is scamming you to pay for his legal bills. Because guess what? While he's waiting for that trial, those lawyers got to get paid. And this is on the high end. But think about everyone that's only donating like $200, but they don't read all this shit. Oh, yeah, I'll donate another $200. That's $600 in 3 days. Hey, this is what's going on here. They want your payment. They want your employer. They want your occupation. Now, listen to this. By providing your phone number, you are consenting to receive calls and recurring SMS, well, text messages, including auto-dialed and automated calls and texts to that number from each of the participating committees. Trump National Committee, JFC, a joint fundraising committee of Donald J. Trump for president, the principal campaign committee of Donald J. Trump, and the Republican National Committee. Campaign finance law requires us to collect your employment information. Now, you see down here, look, you got $3,400 monthly, plus your $3,400 on the 31st, and the money you paying right now. It's crazy, man. This is crazy. Now, hold on, watch. Now, if you go into these terms down here, because they got to tell you everything. If not, then, you know what I'm saying, this would be illegal. But let me see. As a committee, blah, 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 blah. Allocating the funding. RNC. Because it had a breakdown of which one goes to his lawyers and then which one actually goes to the campaign. Okay, here we go. 90% to Donald Trump Foundation, to the Trump for President 2024. 90% right here, designated funds go to the first primary election account, then to the general election account, and finally to reaccount the maximum amount. Now, only 10% of it, the 10% that you were adding up here to go to the RNC, only 10% is going to the RNC. So all of this is going to Trump's fundraising. It's not going to the Republican National Convention. It's not, or committee. It's not going to that. It's going directly to Trump. It's a wild, wild world out there, man. But that's how they get you. You don't pay no attention. You didn't put all that money in. Like, let's see. Even if you do, we'll do $24. Even that's $60, man. It's crazy, man. But if you ain't paying attention, this is what'll happen to you. And like you said, Miss B, these motherfuckers said 4 different entities are going to be calling you. The Trump National Committee, the Donald Trump for President, the RNC, and they're going to be calling, texting, hey, can you send more money? Can you send more money? Hell no, nigga. I ain't got that kind of money. Rent due on the 1st, nigga. You talking about sending some money to your
Adjusting
ass.
his tie and sort of slumped over in front of the 12 average New Yorkers who just decided for him and are barely once again even looking at him, David.
Olivia, thank you so much. Stay with us here for our live coverage. We'll come back to you shortly. Olivia Rubin, just one of our team of reporters inside that courthouse throughout the duration of this trial. And as you know at home from our reporting over the course of several nights on this, that it really does come down to the eyes and ears of the reporters in that courthouse to help us get a fuller picture of the dynamic at play. We're getting Republican reaction coming in. We'll get to that in just a moment. But just to add to what Olivia just said, as we await live pictures here, we expect to see perhaps the former president leaving that courthouse. You can see the security arranged outside the courthouse, Secret Service certainly. They had prepared for this moment, no matter what the outcome would be from this jury. We know that the jurors, and this comes from our team inside the courthouse, in addition to Olivia, jurors showing no facial emotions, nodding along with Judge Merchan as he thanked them for their service. He asked them for feedback about the entire process in the future. He said to them, "You are excused with the gratitude of the court." And while he was saying that to the jurors, the defense attorney, Todd Blanche, sitting with his head in his hands at the defense table, his elbows on the table, rubbing his lips, Judge Juan Merchan thanking the jurors for handling a, quote, very stressful and difficult task. And as we heard Olivia Rubin report there, with the exception of looking at the former president now and then as they entered the courtroom day to day, there was very little exchange as far as making eye contact with the former president, the person whose fate was in their hands, although we do know from today's reporting that the former president was studying each one of those jurors, particularly as they were polled individually after this verdict today, each one of them saying yes when asked, is this your verdict? Former President Trump found guilty on 34 felony counts in New York City late today. Rachel Scott, who covers Capitol Hill, who covers the race for president, getting.
All right, let's see what so this is probably going to be, it might, they said they got to talk to the like probation officer. It's up to 4 years that he can face. They said it'll run concurrently, meaning all the time to run together, up to 4 years. It might just be home confinement. I mean, we're not sure. It's not a fine though, because it's actually a crime, so it wouldn't be a fine. He might have to. Nah, I doubt he got to pay a fine back. Maybe for his taxes, but Let me see. Let's see what these fools had to say. Videos. We're gonna head over to Fox and see what they got to say. But yeah, I got like 15 minutes, and then I gotta get up out of here, y'all. I got work tomorrow, man. It's just
Payne is now considering, well, how do you handle the verdict in a former president's trial? And particularly the president's opposition in the election, Biden versus Trump. How do you handle that verdict? Well, Reuters is now reporting the campaign will not change course with Biden. And the president will stay quiet, in fact, even if Trump is found guilty. Now, why do I say that with such inflection? Because since earlier this week, Politico had been reporting that he was going to make a speech after Trump's trial once the verdict is in, with a speech at a White House setting, which they said from the White House would seem above politics, so less about politics. But who thinks that's the case? But now Reuters is reporting that that's not going to happen. We'll cover it. We'll see what happens. A new piece argues that, of course, any remarks Biden would make on the case would be political. The president, in a rally yesterday, went hard after his GOP rival.
I'll be damned if I'm going to let Donald Trump I'm not going to let Donald Trump turn America into a place that doesn't believe in honesty, decency, and treating people with respect. And I'll be damned if I'm going to let Donald Trump turn America into a place filled with anger and resentment and hate.
But he looks so angry. Tough talk aside, Democrats are reportedly overwhelmed with anxiety. Here's a column arguing rank-and-file Democrats have told pollsters for months they want someone other than Biden. Remember, I call them anybody but Biden's. But now top party strategists have broken out into.
Man, these niggas ain't talking about nothing. Man, we about to get on out of here. Diddy, we held off on you, but we'll be back to cover this topic, man. I got to get up out of here. Trump is found guilty on 34 charges. There's a grand jury that's about to be handed down on Sean Diddy, Papa Diddy, Pop. Yeah, Trump is over here trying to scam niggas. He trying to hit you with a 3-day payment plan so you can get that new BBL. This nigga Trump is different. But I will say this. This is history.
To voice
I mean, shit, I guess the trial date's July 11th. We'll see if there's going to be any jail time. They probably not going to go through all of that, being that this is his first conviction. But if they do home confinement, he won't be able to access electronics. He'll probably have to stay off the internet. So we'll probably see Donald Trump Jr. Sending out messages. Yeah, man, this is a great day to be back. You know, our first day, we got a little bit of Diddy information out there. We got a guilty verdict live. You know, man, we're waiting outside the courthouse. Pretty damn good, but we pulling up on 3 hours. I do got to get out of here. My nephew's birthday in about 10 minutes, 11, 12. I don't know. I don't even know how old he's going to be, but fuck it. It's his birthday. We went to Spain this weekend. You know, we're going to make the best of it, man. I appreciate y'all. We are back. Man. Oh, shit. Schedule. We got the Shy tomorrow, so I got 3 episodes I got to talk about. I'm going to probably do that maybe Sunday if I'm not hungover. Sunday, we got that. We got Chipped coming out this week, or Clipped coming out this week. That's over the Clippers. Lawrence Fishburne's in there. What's the dude's name? Lil Murder in there. Then we got Ghost next week. Man, we back onto it. We got us a full schedule again. We got the Mo You Know. If you haven't subscribed to the Mo You Know, it's pinned in the chat. Support the channel. Cash App's in there. If you want to join the Discord, just talk about stuff outside of, saying work. You bored? Man, get in there and talk to us. We need a couple more people. We're still trying to get 150 in there. You know what I'm saying? Keep it cracking. I kind of lost my voice. I got to be up in like 6 hours. But, you know, I do it for y'all. We back. We on that road to 50,000 subscribers. So if you're new to the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're going to try to get 50,000 by the end of June. And man, shit. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm hyped. We back. So we'll end this on a good note. My name is Modai J. Thanks for watching. I love y'all. And we out.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that helped to score with him. Down whole time, I know he got some. Hold on him, extortion, really that's on him. Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. Say OB ho, say OB ho. Then stash this way, stash that way, then stash this way, stash that way. Sometimes you.
Hey, make sure you tuck your shirt in your drawers. Tuck your shirt in your drawers.